Okay, so this is going to be, this is the part 2 of, the ranks of the Area 51 items from, of course, useless or a D to OP or an A+. Yeah. Alright, so let's start off with the freeze ray. Freeze ray should be, yes. The freeze ray should definitely be an A, because like the banana, it can stop killers from chasing you for like a short amount of time. But unlike the banana, it'll also do damage. Like the Freezema ray or Freezema gun, I think that's what it's called. Freezema ray, Freezema gun, I don't know. I forgot for some reason. But yeah, it just does less damage, of course, than the Freezema gun. And so that's why it's not really on the OP level, it's on your useful level. So yes, the freeze ray is still a good weapon. Okay, up next I'm going to do this, the dual LXC. I'm going to put it, I'm gonna put it in an A, because I think like you double kills, it's also a fast and pretty like powerful gun. It's a powerful gun, like, it has good strength and all that stuff. Yeah, it's a good weapon. Okay. Medkit. B or A? A, B, A, B, A, B. Oh my gosh, I actually do not know. Maybe I'm going to put it, I actually have no idea. Maybe I'm just gonna put it in A. Maybe in B, because like when you're getting attacked like so frequently by like, monsters, sometimes it doesn't really heal you up quick enough, and sometimes you'll still die, even though like you have the medkit and it's healing you up. It doesn't really like heal you up fast enough, and you'll still die. But it's also just good in general for like healing you up faster. So yeah, I think it's just decent, like a B. And by the way, in the first video, someone said that I should also do a monster or killer tier marker. I'm currently working on that. Like, I'm currently like trying to get like all the photos and stuff, so that way I can make it. So yes, I should be able to make a video about that soon. Okay, now I'm gonna do hex spitter. we also haven't gotten any weak or useless items yet. So that, I think that basically means that the majority of the items are like okay and really are like actually really useful. So yeah, I haven't really picked any weaker useless ones yet. I don't think there's gonna be that much. But anyways, the hex spitter, it's decent because like in my opinion, like it runs out of ammo quite quickly. And so it's like it's also like not really good for like, you know, all those like strong monsters out there. Like you're gonna have to like you're like gonna have to keep on reloading in order to like fully defeat them with just using that weapon. But it's not like the worst, but it's also not really the best. Wait, that's just in my opinion. If you think that it's really good, then that's your opinion. But in my opinion, it's decent. Like a B. Yeah, decent. Yeah. Alright, LXW. I'm gonna put it here. Because like it can give you double or triple, again if you're lucky, like triple kills. And like how frequent it fires is it's actually quite good for it like actually fits to like damage. Like if we're to do that much damage, then you know how frequently it fires will, yeah, like it seems to fit. So yeah, that's why it is useful. Because if it were to like shoot like probably like the LX3, then it'll probably be too powerful. So yeah, that's why it is useful. Next up, LXD, decent. Yeah. You know, if it were to like, if it was like the same way as it was like back in like about 2020, then like I would have probably put it in like A as useful, but since it was like nerfed and it shoots slower and it's like weaker, then I'm just gonna put it in as B as decent. Cause like, you know, it's like basically, you know, an explosive, like it has explosive ammo, and I was thinking that explosive ammo is basically supposed to be like much more powerful than regular ammo, but in this case, you know, it isn't. But I mean, it's fine. I think it's kind of a good gun still, although it was nerfed. You know, it's decent. Okay. I'm going to... Yeah, the Beretta 87 is going to be a C. because of like its slow shooting and like of course the starter weapon. So the starter weapon is supposed to be kind of weak, but still be able to like easily kill the like the weak monsters like the zombies and possibly like the regular droids, like probably zombies to regular droids. Yeah. And by the way, I don't think I'm gonna have like any useless weapons. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be any useless ones. It's just like I just second thought. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have any useless weapons. Yeah. I'm going to put dual LXX as a useful weapon, an A, because if I'm pretty fast and also it has really good damage. And I've been killing Cyborg with it and it seems to be doing a really good job with killing Cyborg. Like it kills him like maybe, I don't know, maybe a minute, but I don't think, or I don't know, but I don't think a minute's like too long. I haven't really counted, but yeah, it's a good weapon. Yeah, an A would make sense. Alright. Laser shotgun. An A. Why? Because it like has infinite ammo and it does pretty good damage to killers. And also like its fire rate or how frequent it fires. Yeah, I'm basically like measuring these for like how frequently they fire, strength, and like abilities and stuff like that. I think you probably know that, or maybe I don't think you do, but if you did, then yeah, that's basically how I'm going to rank these. Alright. M16A4. It's decent. It's a B. It's basically the golden M16A4, but weaker and looks less cooler. It's basically just, you know, the OG. But it's not really on the same level of decent as the golden M16A4. Because the golden M16A4 is like really close to being an A. Yeah. It's still on the decent side. But although the regular M16A4 is on the decent side, because like it's only like 3 shots per burst, and also like the golden M16A4 was like it was buffed to an infinite ammo, while the regular M16A4 was not buffed at all, of course, because we'll already be buffed to infinite ammo when it's like, you know, not a special gun. So yeah, it's a decent gun. It still does like kind of a good job at killing monsters. But yeah, it's fine. It's decent. It's a B. All right, Trident. a useful weapon because although it shoots kind of slow, it still does pretty good damage. Like, once I killed brutes with it, and it seemed to do a really good job, but I think that was, like, before it was nerfed. I'm gonna have to, like, just say that again, but it probably shouldn't be that bad. So, yes, it's still a bit useful in A. Alright. Plasma gun. You know, I think I'm just gonna put it in the A plus or OP section, like rank, because it can like one shot like lots of killers. Like, it can even one shot Cyborg. It two shots Pale. You can even one shot 004 and Yellow. That's basically why it's on the OP section, because it's also like good for combos, like for brute, like probably black hole generator plus gun plus plasma gun would equal a pretty easy kill to kill brute. So yeah. Yeah, that's why it's an OP weapon, or an A plus. Yeah. The Vulcan. Useful because it can kill Cyborg in a fast pace. Like, it's a pretty fast gun. Like, after it's done with its burst, like after it's done with its 3 shots, like you may have to like maybe wait just about 1 second, and then like it'll shoot clear for you again. And like, I think it's a quick weapon. Yeah, it's a pretty quick weapon. Alright. Acid gun. I really do not know. I don't know. I might put it in C or maybe B, because like I thought that it does. Because when I heard it says that it can pierce through enemies, I thought it was like piercing through enemies, like it could go through enemies and kill them. And then, like, let's say if an enemy was like there are enemies in line, and you decided to use your acid gun and like shoot the enemy, like the enemy in front would die, but also the enemy behind the other monster would also die. And then, so on and so on. And that's what I thought, but I haven't really seen that yet. Maybe it's because of my skills, maybe my experience. I don't think it's because of my skills. I don't think it has anything to do with skills. Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with that, but I don't know. Probably. Okay, guys, don't take this like as an offensive way, but again, it's in my opinion. Your opinion may be better than mine, or maybe, I don't know, but yeah, in my opinion, I don't think it's like really all that strong. So yeah, I'm just gonna put in as a C. Okay. Water gun. Water gun's going to be, yeah, I'm just gonna put it in A. Because it's like this burst gun that can give you like, more than one kill in a press of a button. Like, the useful guns are, in my opinion, are basically like these guns that, like, for example, can give you like 2 or more kills in just one click of a button. And that's what makes them like really cool and like useful. And that's why I put it in the useful section, like in A. So yes, a water gun gets an A. And it's actually over the acid gun. Like, ranked over. Again, that's just my opinion. Moving on. LX2. It's a B. Decent. How fast it shoots is, it makes sense. It's okay, yeah, it's good. And the damage is also fine. Yeah, that's basically probably all I have to say for the LX2, like, power amplifiers and also damage, yeah, it's, it's good. Alright, now, moving on to the Spaz 12. I'm going to put you... Yeah, but I think I'm also going to put you as a B. Decent. Because it can one-shot a soldier zombie, like, if you're aiming at a soldier zombie correctly, then it'll one-shot it. But it's not really that easy. But it's also, like, not that bad. And also the fire rate makes sense. The damage makes sense for, like, an ordinary shotgun. Like, just regular shotgun. So, yes. Spaz 12 as a B. AK-47 is going to be also decent. Because, like I said earlier, like a measure or like rank things by their fire rate, and also damage, like their abilities. This one doesn't have a special ability, but special ability or not, it's like Even if weapon does not have a special ability, the weapon should still be pretty good, because the thing that matters is the damage. So the damage for the AK-47 is decent, a B. Also, how frequently fires. LX3. Like when the gun wasn't around, the LX3, like I've played this game since like 2019 or something. Yeah, I think like 2019. Like I think I started in 2019 or 2020. I don't really remember. But yeah, I think it was 2019. And like the LX3 was like probably the best gun in the game back then. But you know, since the gun came around, you know, it wasn't the best gun and the gun was. And then, you know, coming to this year, things have changed a lot, of course. So, probably according to this year, I'm gonna put it in as a B. But probably if the game was like the same this year, probably if it was like, you know, 2020 or 2019, like early 2020 or 2019, then I'd probably put it in as an A. But since like there's like much more, like way more better weapons that are actually on the OP scale, then I'm just gonna put it in as like a B. Like for its like damage and fire rate and stuff. Yeah. Alright. Dual LX3. I'm gonna put it in as useful. Cause it's like about like 2 times more powerful than the single LX3. Like it's one LX3. It's just like an LX3 plus another one, and you have like, you know, 100 ammo. Like since the LX3 has 50 ammo, then plus one more will give you 100 ammo. And so yes, like 2 times more powerful. Like that's basically the difference. And like the damage isn't any different, but according to like how fast it fires, that probably makes it, that definitely makes it better actually than the LX3. So that's why it is an A, useful. And finally, our last item or gun is the LX1. I'm going to put it in as decent because like it has to like charge up and then fire, which makes sense because, or maybe it could have just, you know, instantly fired, but then you had to like wait for probably probably 2 or maybe 1 second at least for it to fire again. But the charge up, yeah, it's okay, I guess. Yeah, it's a pretty decent gun. Yeah. So that's going to be it for this video. that's gonna be it for part 2. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to fill in the useless or D-ranked weapons, but I guess it's a good thing, because, hey, like, at least you won't have to deal with using any useless weapons, because, or at least in my opinion, I won't have to, like, say, oh my gosh, this weapon's useless, because I didn't rank any useless weapons, so, or useless items, so yeah. So that's going to be it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to like. And yeah, I think you know what to do. Yeah. Okay.